what I have now at my fingertips that I never had before. Any kind of outside programs, because I don't have time to look into that. I get on the phone, I send Stephanie an email, and she was back to me within 20 minutes. Here's 2 options, and that is a godsend for all of us guys.
And when you're invited into a school like that, you really know from the start it's going to be a great relationship.
We have now meetings regularly with all of the collaborators in Lynn. We all meet together. We all focus on different things. It's brought in a conversation that never existed before.
I think that the exciting part of all of that is that the realization that we all have something to bring to the table. I think that as a community-based organization who is doing, youth work, that we can add value to the schools, and we're there to support the schools. And I think that as we're in the room working on family engagement, more of this conversation is happening, so we each see the value of what is going on and how we can support each other to support the kids and their families.
But this is more systemic. This is the realization, I think, in every district that, schools can't do it alone. And just as Deb is talking about the added value, we happen to be a program that does early education and care, so we have the infant, toddler, preschool, school-age programs. We view ourselves as the feeder to the public school, so we need to be in alignment. We need to be able to have our expertise and share with them and vice versa.
Some of the issues that had been perceived as individual family issues, we've been able to better recognize as larger community or systems issues, which has raised our ability to address them to a different level.
The red right here is the pre-intervention attendance rate, and then after I met with the family and identified sort of what the problem was and helped connect them with resources, the blue is the post-intervention attendance rate. So you can see that for this particular child it went from about 90% attendance to 100. If you look at this chart, these are the same students, but this just shows the percentage change from before and after the intervention, and the blue is for attendance and the red is on-time attendance. That includes tardy data. And so you can see that for this particular school, every single student that I've worked with has improved rather than stayed around the same or decreased.
Most of our focus with partnerships and programs we brought into the school was how do we embed those programs into the long day? How does it become systemic in our process? And we spent a lot of time doing that in school, during school time, and of course in our after-school programs. I mean, we realized this year we had exhausted the resources that some of our community partners have given us. We had to actually go out and recruit more community partners to help with that piece, because we're finding that that whole care piece is a major piece of our work. And we can't do it alone because we do direct work, but to be the coordinator for that, to create the space, to provide the phones, to give access to the schedules, to have the kids, to make the contact with the parents, do the paperwork for the parents, allows us to service hundreds of kids now very effectively. And without one of us there, it couldn't get done.
Well, I think wraparound works for every kid, because if you look at the organizations that are out there in the community that can support the schools, there really is something for everybody. Getting the right service to the right student at the right time, and everybody benefits.
It's almost as though some of our partners have been saying, yeah, finally, okay, now we're all together in this work. We can really make a difference in the lives of our students and our families because there's a partnership and understanding around this work that's never existed before.